तू कर ऐकच मिशन ते कलेक्ट करतो एक तू करतो लोड येतो का ना लोड इतनी गिराई देता रे का रे बा लोड इतने गिराई देता रे लोड येता मरे पुढचं इन्व्हाइट करणार इन्व्हाइट करत आहे त्याला इन्व्हाइट आहे त्याने സീരിയൽ ഭക്തരിക്കുള്ള ഊച്ചായിട്ട് നോക്കാം.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things already rolling. That's going to go a long way. Yamal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the counter is on.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Marcos Alonso. Oh, he's having a go! Well, that pass isn't the best. That's a little off target. Very nicely done. Good spot, that.
What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection.
And it's Rice. Driving on and making good progress.
It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And now they can clear their lines. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hazard. Looking for options for movement.
And De Bruyne!
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Yamal's cross. Muslera deals with that, nice and simple. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception, well timed. Hazard. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ruben Neves. Lovely ball. Tries it, and he scores! Threads one in. That is good alertness. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Hazard. Oh, crack.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Manchester United!
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts.
Madrid are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he cuts out the supply. Mbappe gets flagged offside. And claimed it back swiftly. Gabriel tries to pass it through. Mbappe, and that has put paid to that. Ruben Neves. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Rice. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Rice. Chance here to counter. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rice. Played out to the left flank. Looking to play him in. Van Dijk. Marcos Alonso. Tries to play it through. Knocks it into space. Ribéry does well to get it back. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he finish? Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Pass somewhat off target. Hazard gets into a good position. That's really well cleared. Rice. Ribéry running with intent. That's good play. Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it rattles the bar. Probing pass. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing is crisp and sharp. Jordi Alba. Now it's Hazard. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well, there's the clearance. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Van Basten. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Madrid truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Yamal. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
After 40 minutes is
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
De Bruyne demonstrating his defensive quality there. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Marcos Alonso. Now, can they get him away? Well read, and the danger is averted. Ribery. It's a searching pass. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Great ball if he can get there. He leaps for it. Rice. Messi. And this is Van Basten. Oh, that's a key interception. Thinks one through. Now it's Yamal. Great vision. It's run loose here. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a goal! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
And that is indeed the final act. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Back on the way then.
Madrid really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. That's a good ball. Shot, surely! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And now he has two. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Pass is just off target. Over to the right flank. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Oh, what has happened here? Rice. Rice. Could chance for a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Rice really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Marcos Alonso. He's found space here. Mbappe engages and forces him off the ball. Madrid have their second corner now. Yamal! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Looking for the run. Yamal wants to run onto this. Marcos Alonso. And this is Hazard. He is through here. And he was alert to it.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
That's been slipped through. And it's Van Basten. Beckham, spread it left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Shot could be on. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Marcos Alonso gets it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Decent chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Lamine Yamal has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get it through? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Koundé. And that pass just didn't quite work. Marcos Alonso. Now that looks a decent ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the keeper beats it away. And they've got a throw.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 13, Yamal.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Number 8, Messi.
Messi. Rice. He's a sharp little ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Chance again? No.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Gabriel makes the interception.
Might want to be careful there.
Marquinhos gets a foot in here. Van Dijk. Messi. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And this is Ronaldo. That's put paid to the danger. Ribery. And it's Messi. Van Basten. Well, that has not gone well. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And Yamal. Poor, robust challenge. Deftly away. Ribery. Aims beyond the defence. Great chance! They want to be quick to recover this. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's put paid to the danger. Messi, backward it goes, and it's Rice. Oh, good read. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 21, Hazard. Number 2,
Rice getting this one clear.
coming on the field. Number 77.
That has been cut short.
Kvaratskhelia. Number 6, Joshua
Rice.
Kimmich.
Now it's Van Basten.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
And this is Messi.
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Very
Number
little time to go,
17,
and they have a free kick in a really promising
Coming on the
area.
field is
Just beyond his
number
reach.
4, Ribery.
And he's managed to get rid.
Messi. Messi ploughing through.
Can he finish? Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Madrid, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
So, having trailed to lead.
The comeback is complete.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Van Basten.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Christian, and he shoots! Again, a brilliant save.
Desperate defending required here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And this is Messi. Oh, a gilt-edged chance!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Yamal.
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Ruben Neves cuts out the pass. Knocks it into space.
And this is Ronaldo.
Looking for the run. Brilliantly cut out. Looking for options for movement. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's gone long.
And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any
Just a
measure.
quick announcement. We would like
Van
to inform
Basten,
you that
happy to
CCTV
bask.
Oh, wait, ทำไมแต่ไม่ผลมาทุกคนเดี๋ยวดอกเตอร์เล็ดในไป